It was good, y'all. It's Young Jessica in the building. I'm back at it with another video. And today, I'm going to be talking about some real shit, bro. I'm going to be talking about the women that are the victims of this beast system that we are in. I'm talking about the women that ended up getting possessed by some sexual demons. And now they're just out here, bro. They're just out here, just furthering, just destroying themselves, destroying other women. I'm talking about the corn stars and the thotties, the OF thotties. So, like, let's look at this from a fourth dimensional perspective. All right, nigga. When I say this, what I mean by that, take away your fucking attraction to these women. All right. Sorry. Take away your gooner brain. All right. Take away your lust towards these women. All right. Not women that you see on that corn site, whatever her name is. Let's make up a real name. Fucking Lana Danger, whatever the fuck. Okay, any woman. Yeah, that woman that you see on that corn site. Take away your sexual attraction to her. Take away your beast-like urge to fucking release some energy to another man. I'm not gonna get into it. Take away that shit. You are watching a woman. Yes, that is a woman. Yes, that is a woman possessed by a sexual demon, but that is still a woman. That is a woman that had a soul that has just been corrupted. You are watching a woman have sex with a man, a sexual demon-ass man, because all porn stars, these are all sexual demons. They are all been overtaken by sexual demons, because they lost all sense of dignity to not show this shit, to not show something sacred off to everyone, and make money off that shit, make some third dimensional money off that shit. You know what I'm saying? They lost all dignity. They have no dignity. You're watching this woman who knows, bro? She could have possibly been fucking trafficked, because that's a real reality of a lot of the porn stars out here. They are victims of human trafficking. They were victims of sexual assault. They were victims of rape. They were victims of all this shit, bro. And it led them to doing this shit. They were objectified from the very beginning for just their body, not for their soul, and not for their spirit, not for what they can do, not for what they can create. They were just seen for that. So ultimately, you are furthering the destruction of women, and that's like the entire fucking thing. I'm saying this to both the gooners, the corn brains, and the fucking corn stars. You guys are in a fucking cycle of just continuously destroying each other for what? So you can get a little bit of pleasure? You know, when you nut, that shit only lasts for maybe a couple minutes, that dopamine rush. That shit gets shorter and shorter the more and more you jerk off. And you start to get desensitized to it. So that's the reason that you see all these fucking corn stars, these corn addicts, these gooners. That's the fucking reason why they keep on jerking off the weirder and weirder shit, because they can't get off to the shit that they were getting off to, because they are further desensitizing themselves. They are further getting corrupted, because that's the entire thing, bro. Humans are not meant to be like this. The humans that you see as bad humans, they're not. They've just been corrupted. They've been taken over by demons. Their soul has been corrupted and shit, man. That's all these corn stars are, bro. I mean, that's the entire reason when you look at, say, what's a good example? Lana Rose and her entire situation right there. You know? She realized too late, like, she went through all that shit, and then she came to realize, holy shit, this shit is horrendous. This is horrible. What the fuck am I doing with my life? Luckily for her, she stopped right then and there, but she did it, I wouldn't say too late, because there's no such thing as too late. Just to realize it is a great fucking realization. But ultimately, she fell back into the trap, I'm pretty sure, because she's back to making more fucking content on that bullshit. So, like, she had a little glimpse of awareness after all the fucking shit that she went through. And this shit is the same thing for all the other porn stars and all the other thotties. They go through this shit. You think they're not they know what the fuck they're doing is bad. They're just not focused on it, bro. They're unaware of it. So when people try to bring it up to them, they just block that shit out, because they don't fucking line up with who they are, who they believe themselves to be in that given fucking moment. So ultimately, for all you gooners, for all the people that you for all the people that jerk off to these women, that jerk off to porn, I want you, no, I'm telling you, I'm asking you to just detach. Detach from that urge. Detach from that lust. Detach from that animal, that beast-like urge to fucking reproduce. Detach and look at it for what it is. You are a human. No, fuck a human. You are a spiritual being in the body of a human. You are watching a woman that for sure went through some terrible shit to get to this position that she's in, to be a fucking porn star, whether that be rape, sexual assault, programming, all this other shit. Basically anything you can imagine under the sun. You are watching this woman that got turned into a sex object, and you are further using her as a fucking sex object. And now, I'm gonna hear some people. I already know there's gonna be some fucking people talking about, bro, what you mean, bro? I'm just fucking, yeah, she's a sex object. I'm just using her as a sex object. Yeah, I'm using her how she is, man. Do you fucking realize by you doing that, you are furthering the destruction of our precious women in this world? Fuck, nigga. I'm being dead ass when I say this shit. You gooning to this girl, bro. You giving all your energy to this thotty. She is making money off you. I hope you're right. So the attention that you're giving to this girl having sex with another man, that by itself is fucking crazy. You are worshiping another fucking man. You shouldn't be worshiping anything but yourself. In turn, worshiping source. But anyways, beyond that, you are giving attention to this woman. You're giving attention to this video, which in turn brings fucking more attention to it. Then they put ads on that bitch. They're making money off all y'all. All this money goes into the higher up's pocket. And you know what these fucking girls, and this shit is even more true for these fucking OnlyFans thotties, for the ones that want to be fucking OnlyFans thotties, they see these girls getting all this fucking money, all this easy money, because they're doing shit. They're willing to do fucking anything. Because that's the entire reason. Because all these women, they end up getting fucking programmed with this shit via via the rappers, via the celebrities, via all the fucking people around them, via society that, you know, money is most important and shit. So they fucking sacrifice their dignity. These women, these beautiful women, they end up sacrificing their dignity. They sacrifice their humility. They sacrifice their soul. I'm being dead ass. And they go fucking record themselves fucking doing sexual acts on camera. You know, putting themselves out here for all these sex demons, all these sexual spirits that are inhabiting all these men and women. And in turn, this continues a fucking cycle, because that's the thing with these women. The women that you see that, you know, that got all that Balenciaga, all that Dior, all this other shit, you know, they balling, they taking trips to the fucking Dubai, to fucking Brazil, to the fucking South Africa, fucking, you know, whatever, the Indies, bro. They're doing all that shit to overcompensate. That's why they care so much about that shit. That's why they post so much shit on social media, to make it seem like they weren't living their best life, because they actually aren't living their best life. They were going through so much shit. They're dealing with so many fucking sexual demons that are attached to them, because that's the entire thing when you fucking have sex. Having sex, that shit is a fucking spiritual contract. I'm being dead ass, bro. You ever wonder why, you know, say as a guy, you're horny as fuck one late night, and you go hit up a girl that you know you should not be messing with, and then you mess with her and you fuck her. You notice how you feel way worse afterwards? Yeah, because you got your energy sucked dry and you just got attached. You just got some demons from her, from some other niggas, from herself, from some other bitches that all got attached to her onto you. Dead ass. And that's the reason you feel like shit, man. So, like, ultimately, as humans, as men, I'm speaking specifically to men, because that's the entire thing with men. Men have a lot more sexual energy, you know? You gotta detach from that fucking beast, bro. Let's be real here. Let's have a higher level of consciousness and realize what the fuck you are doing is disgusting. You jerking off to another man having sex with a woman. You know, this shit's supposed to be sacred, you know? This shit, you're only supposed to do this shit with the love of your life, you know? But ultimately, we can look past that, because, you know, we are at a point in society where it's kind of normalized. And I'm not saying that you gotta fucking go full fucking cold turkey fucking, you know, celibate and shit. But man, nigga, go celibate for 30 days and see what happens, bro. Detach from that fucking beast, and you will literally see so many great improvements in your life, and you will start to see women in clearer light. And that's all I gotta say.